Hello, friends. You are welcome to today's broadcast. We have been looking at setting up an online teaching business in a few easy steps. As you already know, we are inching closer to the free masterclass on how to set up an online teaching business. And the purpose of this particular broadcast is to sensitize you towards that very important event. English classes online recently recorded 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we considered it necessary to show our appreciation to the online community. Of course, without you guys out there who gave us your massive support, we we couldn't have made the modest achievement we have made so far. So life is about give and take, and of course, uh, that is why we are organizing this webinar, this masterclass, this live training that is coming up is specifically meant for you, for those of you who might want to replicate what we are doing on English classes online. This is an opportunity for you to learn the skill, and we are wholeheartedly throwing our doors open and inviting you to be part of this. So setting up an online teaching business in a few steps is exactly the focus of the masterclass. And in this broadcast, I really want to familiarize you with what you will take away from the free masterclass. All right. Now, if you are looking to find a way to put regular income in your hands month after month, then this upcoming webinar, this upcoming free masterclass is for you. And our masterclass is just a few days away, all right? That is why we are, creating awareness. In case you have not signed up, it's important to sign up for the webinar, for the masterclass, because it is an event that will change the lives of a lot of people. Everyone who will sign up for this webinar, this masterclass, is going to go home with a lot of benefits. And most importantly, you are going to go home, with practical tips and ideas, actionable ideas that you can put in practice once you are able to, participate in this masterclass till the end. You are going to go away with practical tips and ideas, actionable steps that you can take to achieve your aim. Now, this masterclass is meant for people who desire to make extra income for themselves. All right. And if you are thinking in that direction, then of course you need to sign up for this webinar. All right. If you have not registered, you need to register for the masterclass and reserve your spot. All right. You need to register right now. Okay. Now, we live in a digital world where billions of people are going online. There's no doubt about that. Okay. And that creates amazing opportunities. Now, take your mind back to COVID-19. with the advent of COVID-19, people in various parts of the world were locked up in their homes for some time. Nobody could go out, you know, to continue their normal business. And, that actually was an eye opener. It actually compelled a lot of people to discover the importance of, going online, because, the internet is really something that is a blessing to the entire world, because it offers you the opportunity to do business, serious business with people in other parts of the world, just from the comfort of your home. All right. And so during COVID-19, those who had only offline businesses, offline jobs, offline market activities, they were completely helpless. And only those who had online businesses going for them could actually do business during that period. So with that development, you can see that there is a paradigm shift. More and more people, including individuals and organizations, are going online. All right? Even families, social organizations are going online. People are taking their social life online, taking their family life online, taking their businesses online. Even payment transactions are being taken online, excuse me. And so it becomes necessary, all right, that even though you have a job, a job you are comfortable, that makes you comfortable financially, you need to, you know, start an online business as a kind of backup. Let's assume you are teaching in a government school or in a private school. You don't have to rely solely on the job you have right now, because it is very clear that an employee is an employee, and the employer has the final say. Any day your employer wakes up and discovers or decides that your services are no longer needed, that brings your income, your monthly paycheck, to an end. And so it is important that you start an online teaching business as a backup, something you can fall back upon when the rainy day eventually comes, because it will come. And what makes it even quite easy for everyone is that today's digital economy provides amazing opportunities for everyone who wants to make money working from home or anywhere, anytime. The beauty of online business is that you can do business even in the middle of the night. You can do business even while traveling. You can do business even while holidaying. You can do business even in your office at break time. All right. So that gives you the freedom and the flexibility to do business. You know, that actually is the edge that online business has over offline business, because in offline business, you have a fixed uh, geographical location. Your office is located in a particular place. And if there is any crisis within that area, then you can't do business in that office or in that market. All right. So, but online business is not affected by anything, all right? As long as the internet is existing, you can do your online business anytime, anywhere. So it is important that you establish an online business as a backup, all right? As I earlier said, if you are teaching in a government or private school and you are not satisfied with your paycheck, of course, this masterclass, this free masterclass will help you to, you know, create your own online teaching business. You may not have to resign because you are not satisfied with your paycheck, but you can start an online teaching business and do it part time, excuse me, and grow it to a point where the business can begin to give you the kind of income that can make you comfortable financially. Then you may discover that you don't need the job anymore. All right. So, but right now, you can keep your job and at the same time start an online teaching business and grow it part time. There's wisdom in that. Now, it may not even be necessarily teaching, it could be any other kind of business. You are a business owner, whatever your occupation is, all right, you can teach a skill, all right? So you can start an online teaching business, or let me call it knowledge sharing business, because the knowledge sharing industry in today's digital world is worth billions of dollars. And that is why you find that, quite a lot of people are really making a lot of money in this industry because they are sharing their ideas with other people. Now, look at the internet, how it works. Now, look at the Google search engine. Today, Google has become a household name. More and more people would rather Google something than go all over the place searching for information. People will simply Google, and of course everyone will tell you, if you're asking certain questions, someone who knows his onions will simply tell you to Google it. So when people type something on the Google search engine, if you examine what they are typing there, whatever that they are typing there is, something that requires another person's input. Look at it from this angle. If you have knowledge or skill to share with people, and then you come online and you want to share this idea with people, you are providing a solution to problems of people from different parts of the world. Because whatever people type on the Google search engine is something they want a solution or an answer to. So if you can provide answers to people's frequently asked questions, then of course they are interested in your content, and quite a lot of them will be willing to pay you, because the entire global economy thrives on value exchange. There is an economic law which states that the person who gets paid is the one who brings value into the marketplace. Nobody is going to pay you a dime because they like your face. People will pay you because you provide a solution to their problem. If someone has a health problem and you come up with the solution, something that will solve that problem, they are willing to pay. And the same thing is applicable to a piece of information that will solve someone's problem. Let's assume a student is preparing for an exam and you offer to show him or her how to present the answers, of course, your services are needed. And this guy who wants to pass this exam, who needs it badly, will be willing to pay. Now, that is where the idea of setting up an online teaching business becomes really a very critical one, because it is for the same reason that schools make a lot of money. Both students and parents understand that they have a need, and so they pay school fees. So when you start up an online teaching business, there are a lot of people who will be willing to pay because they need this knowledge. And even if it is a skill which is even uh, more important, by the way, you have a practical skill to teach someone. Some people are making a lot of money just by teaching people how to bake a cake online. That's all they do. And those who are interested in this kind of information run into millions. And so that is just, one example to authenticate the claim we are making on this platform, that setting up an online teaching business is really a lucrative venture. There's no doubt about that. All right, so it's very important. This masterclass offers you a great opportunity to learn how to set up an online business. All right, so, and that is really something that will be quite helpful to you. You need to sign up for this webinar because it offers you a golden opportunity, and it is completely free of charge. We are doing this as, an expression of our gratitude, all right, to the online community. Now, let me digress a little bit and tell you the background to this masterclass. I am a successful English teacher. I taught the English language in junior and senior secondary schools for over 12 years, during which I rose to the position of a principal. And during that time, I had the opportunity to prepare both senior and junior students for their school certificate exams. And as the principal of a high school, I also had the rare opportunity to help other teachers, guide them on how to prepare their lessons and how to deliver their lessons effectively. So I supervised this, and that actually added to my knowledge and experience in the teaching uh, industry. All right. Now, I am also an author, and I have written and published 8 books in the printed edition that are being used in various schools across my country, Nigeria. All right. Recently, a university approved one of my books as a reading text for their students. Of course, that is part of my success story as a writer. All right. Now, I decided to quit my job in 2019 in order to give more time, full time, to my writing profession, and give full time also to setting up my own personal teaching business, because I discovered that I need to be my own boss and I need to have the freedom that goes with being an entrepreneur. So I really took time to look at it, and in 2020, I I founded English Classes Online. All right. And one of the platforms on which I began to, run English classes online is on a YouTube channel. That's one of the platforms. By the way, English Classes Online also has a website. You can check it out, www.englishclassesonline.com.ng. Now, the background to this masterclass has to do with the YouTube channel. Now, if you are familiar with, the parameters, the requirements for admitting someone to the YouTube partner program, which also are the requirements for monetizing your channel on YouTube, you will understand that there are two basic requirements. Number one, you have to achieve 1,000 subscribers, and number two, you have to achieve 4,000 public watch hours. And no sooner had I founded English Classes Online and created the YouTube channel than I began to receive massive response from the online community. So the English Classes Online YouTube channel was created a while ago, and it took just a short time for us to meet up the requirements. And so the channel was monetized, and that means that as I talk to you right now, every single video I upload online has ads running on them, which bring to this business little pieces of revenue. All right. And for this, we are grateful. That's why we put together this masterclass. I wanted to give you this background so that you will better appreciate the purpose of this webinar, this masterclass. Is out of appreciation. And of course, I am inviting all of you who have subscribed to this channel. If you just have the desire to make money teaching online as we are doing, why not? That is the purpose of this. So you can learn to do it just as I am doing also online. And for everyone who discovers that he or she has a need to, begin to create income for themselves, this webinar, this masterclass is for you. If you are a school leaver, a university graduate, or simply an unemployed person, now you may have gone to different places in search of a job, and everywhere you have gone to, they have told you there is no vacancy, or they have asked you to come back some other day. Then why keep on wasting your time? Why not set up an online teaching business? So even if you are continuing to look for a job, what you start doing in your online teaching job will even boost your chances of getting a better job, because employers are looking for someone who has experience, who has the skill. All right. And setting up an online teaching business actually gives you that kind of exposure. You learn and earn, and of course that actually also boosts your profile. So there are a lot that you can gain by setting up your online teaching business. And this masterclass is meant to really open your eyes to these possibilities, amazing possibilities that exist. All right. Now, so anyone who really desires to create an extra income for themselves can attend this masterclass. If you have started an online business, but you are not earning income from your efforts, this masterclass is for you. All right? Because during this masterclass, you are going to learn new ideas. You will learn new ways. Or, of course, none of us has a monopoly of knowledge, but by sharing ideas with each other and one another, iron sharpens iron, and then we increase learning. The scripture says that the wise man hears and gets wiser. So every opportunity you have to learn something new is really an opportunity you should grab with both hands. And if you utilize it well, who knows, it might open a new door to life transformation for you. All right? So that is exactly what I want you to understand. And you may even be gainfully employed or even doing well in your offline business. Yet this masterclass is ideal for you because, as I said earlier, COVID-19 opened our eyes to the possibility of something happening to keep you indoors. And you cannot go to your business, you cannot go to the market, you cannot go to your office. And if you have the opportunity to do business right from the comfort of your home, even when you don't have the opportunity to go out, of course, that offers you that added opportunity. It gives you the privilege to earn even while in your house, right? So um, you may be gainfully employed, you may have a a thriving offline business, yet you need to set up an online business, and this masterclass can also be of help to you. It can open your eyes to how you can move your existing offline business online. So if you are a proprietor or a proprietress of a private school, this masterclass will open your eyes to the possibility of taking aspects of your private school business or online. All right? So everyone who actually has the desire, what if you are a student or an undergraduate? Will you fold your hands and say, well, until I graduate? We live in a digital world. And I tell you, quite frankly, that if I had the opportunity, that the students have right now, I would have rejoiced exceedingly because it would have actually facilitated my financial success. Now, look at it from this angle. You are still a student, and right now, you start an online teaching business. Let's assume that you are running a course at university, all right? And then you decide to set up an online teaching business, and you want to teach other people what you learn uh, in your course. It's possible. Now you may say, well, I'm still a student. I cannot boast of being knowledgeable about these things. That's not true. Now, the knowledge sharing process is a long one. And then you have the beginner stage, you have the intermediate stage, and you have the advanced stage or the expert stage, if you like. Now, that course you are running at university, there are millions of people who don't even know what that course is all about. Let's assume you are studying linguistics at university, and you simply want to explain to people what. Now, let me ask you a question. How many people can define linguistics? It is not their field of study. And so, even though you are just, you are not an expert in that course, you are probably at the intermediate level, yet you have a lot that you can teach those who are at the beginners stage. So that's how it is. You don't wait until you're perfect. I'm not saying be a master of your subject. I subscribe to that belief that you need to be a master of your subject. But every scholar knows that, you know, every every teacher is a learner as well. All right. Even a professor is conducting a study into new fields of study. And so language is learning, sorry, is a lifelong process. It's a process. It's a journey. It's not something you can say, I have arrived. The day you stop learning is the day you die intellectually. So you don't wait until you become an expert. Those whom we refer to as experts today, we are novices like us yesterday. And then what made them experts eventually can be categorized into two major things. Number one, the willingness to learn, and number two, the belief that it is possible. And perhaps I could add number three, the willingness to share their knowledge, because knowledge really is valueless until you are able to share it with others. And that's the way it is. So a lot of people might even say, why having a free master class just to show people the secrets? I mean, if I don't share this knowledge with you, does it make me better? No, it doesn't. Sharing what I know, what has been helpful to me, sharing it with you, you know, even improves my knowledge as I do it, because that is how the Almighty Creator even made life to be. The more you give is the more you receive. And so that's how knowledge is. As you learn, you share what you have already learned with those who are in need of that level of knowledge. So I'm talking to students, undergraduates. Even at this stage, you can start an online teaching business as a way of boosting your course, because the more you begin to share what you have already learned in your course with others, the better you become at it. All right? Nobody graduates from any university and becomes an expert. That's also one thing you should know. Experts are people who have practiced and practiced and practiced what they have learned until they gain expertise. You don't become an expert because you just graduated from a university. Even if you graduate from the best university in the world, it doesn't make you an expert in your field of study until you practice and practice and practice, and then you gain expertise. That's why the English say practice makes perfect. If you don't practice, then the likelihood of moving from the learners or the beginner stage to the expert stage is quite elusive. Now, having said this, I want to emphasize that, of course, everyone, and I mean everyone, can be part of this masterclass. And then what are you going to learn in this masterclass? The masterclass will cover 8 actionable steps. I will just give you a quick rundown and we'll round up. All right. Now, it begins with the introduction. All right. And that is the point at which the masterclass will be kickstarted. All right. And then, number one, why you too can start an online teaching business. All right. Number two, getting the right mindset, because the reason for business failure is people getting into a project or a business with the wrong mindset. Now, for example, you have been an employee all this while. If you want to set up your own online teaching business, you need to develop the uh, entrepreneurial mentality or mindset. You need to do away with the employee mentality. As an employee, you don't take full responsibility. You are working for your paycheck, and so it's even quite easy for you to come up with a flimsy excuse and take a day off. Setting up your own personal business is a different ball game because you take full responsibility for the success and failure of your business. And so it's a different mindset that is required if you want to enter into the world of an entrepreneur. It's a different world altogether from the world of an employee. So we shall be looking at that. Number three, conducting market research with a view to choosing your niche. You can't ignore the phenomenon of specialization. You know, even the way the Almighty Creator designed the entire world and the human society, it is all about, specialization. All right, when Adam Smith came up with the theory of the division of labor, of course, that facilitated uh, the industrial revolution, because things go better when people do what they are talented to do. Let me put it that way. So you need to identify your area of expertise, because that is the area in which you have an edge over your competitors, or your teaching software and platform. And I will be showing you the teaching software, digital tools that I have been using to run my own online business, the teaching platforms where you can establish your teaching business and create multiple streams of income for yourself. We shall be looking at that. Then determining your pricing is lecture number 5. You need to know how to set, how to charge, how to come up with your charges, how to come up with your fees. All right, that we shall be looking at. Number 6, choosing your payment platforms, because the major goal of every business is profitability, and you want to get paid for your efforts. So you need to understand the right payment platform that will ensure that whatever payment accrues to you will come into your bank account, and that you won't be exploited by any platform. Now, number 7, marketing your business. No business person can ever celebrate success without making sales. All right, that's why once you set up your online teaching business, you need to establish an aggressive marketing campaign. And during this masterclass, I'll be showing you how you can set up your own digital marketing machine. I have developed a complete video course on that. So I will be sharing actionable tips that will enable you to set up your own. It's one of the things you are going to take away from this free masterclass. Now, number 8 concerns specifically those who will want to set up an online English teaching business. Now, let me uh, expand the scope of this webinar. I have already done it because I said how to set up your online teaching business. I didn't say specifically your online English teaching business because if your subject is mathematics, that's what you teach. You don't need to mince words about it. You can set up your online math teaching business. If you are teaching computer studies, or you are teaching information technology, or you are teaching economics or biology, or you are teaching a skill. You want to teach people how to bake a cake. You are a carpenter by occupation and you want to teach people how to construct a table or any other piece of furniture. Why not? So it is all about teaching, imparting knowledge, and so you can set up your online teaching business, along the line of your niche, all right, within your area of specialization. There's no doubt about that. But for those of you who want to set up your English, your online English teaching business, which actually is my field, this will be a special bonus for those who will be setting up English teaching business, because this has to do with TEFL professional certification. Now, all the years during which I taught English at schools, I relied on my academic qualification, having studied the English language as a major course of study at university, and having actually come out with a an appreciable, level of linguistic competence, then I was adequately qualified to teach the English language in schools. All right? Because that was an academic exercise. Now, of course, after I set up English classes online, I began to see the need for professional certification, because I need to authenticate my claim that I am a professional English teacher. And so I can teach people in China, I can teach people in other parts of Asia, I can teach people from Africa or any other parts of the world. Now, teaching English as a foreign language, which is TEFL, is a globally acknowledged professional English teaching certificate. So I saw the need to go for it, and I went for it, and I obtained this certificate with a distinction. Of course, I will be willing to share a copy of my certificate, just show it to you if you are interested. Now, it's a road I have passed, so I will be showing you how you can go about it. If you are an English teacher and you want to set up your own English teaching business, and you will need this professional certification, to authenticate your claims while you reach clients in China, in Korea, in different parts of the world. There are some teaching platforms that categorically require this professional certification if you want to earn on their platform. So that is the need for this professional certification, and it's one of the things I'll be sharing with you. And if you are actually serious about obtaining it, then having obtained it with a distinction, I believe that I am competent to show you the way. It's a road I have passed, so I can guide you along that way. So these are the things you will be taking away from this master class, and this is where we are going to draw the curtain in today's broadcast. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of this episode. All right. Uh, if you have not yet signed up for this masterclass, uh, you will find a link in the description box below, uh, where you can just click on the link and you'll be taken to where you will be given more detailed information about this masterclass, and you will find a form where you can simply register. Now, the reason why you need to register is to enable us send you the link. You know, is the masterclass is really not a free public event. It is specifically for those who are determined, and the only way to show that you are determined to attend or participate in this event is to sign up. So that is the reason for this. And signing up also will enable us to send you newsletters, send you free resources that will help you in this field. So I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. If you have not subscribed to our channel, this is also an ample opportunity for you to do so. Simply click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on this channel, you will be notified instantly. I love all of you, and I remain ever grateful to you for your support. Thank you for your patience. I look forward to seeing you in the next episodes. Goodbye for now and remain blessed.